It all depends on the weather, man. So we can all cross our fingers and hope nothing bad moves in between now and 11:38. Well, I got to fly twice on the space shuttle, and it was a long time ago. You can tell by looking at me, that guy didn't fly last week or the week before, right? That's a long time ago. Back in 1983, I flew on Challenger, and in 1985, I flew on Discovery. And I flew on one of the most memorable flights in the Space Shuttle program, STS-7 on Challenger. The second flight of Challenger launched out of here on the 18th of June, 1983. And one of the crew members was Sally Ride. And on that day, she became the first American woman to go into space. And I will remind you that that was a big deal. It was a big deal. It was long overdue, much anticipated, and very, very popular. People came from all over the world to see Sally fly into space. We had all sorts of dignitaries here at the Kennedy Space Center. One of the largest crowds ever to witness a space shuttle launch came for that flight. The music industry got involved in that historic event with a song.
T-minus 4 minutes, 20 seconds and counting. The launch team has terminated liquid oxygen replenish to the external tank.
OPC, TLP, AD start complete, 3 high grade, and heater reconfig complete.
3 good APUs, and the launch team is now initiating LOX drainback. A final purge sequence of the main engines will occur.
Purge sequence 4.
The tank is now being terminated. All systems are go. T-minus 1 minute, 43 seconds and counting. Minute, 15 seconds and counting. The liquid hydrogen tank inside the external tank is reported to be at the proper flight pressure. T-minus 1 minute and counting. The ground launch sequencer will verify that the 3 main engines are ready to start. SRB joint heaters are being deactivated at this time, and power being removed from ground support equipment. T-minus 40 seconds. Transferring to orbiter internal power. Coming up on the go for auto sequence start. And we have a go for auto sequence start. Discovery's onboard computers have primary control of all the vehicle's critical functions. T-minus 20 seconds. T-minus 16 seconds. Sound suppression water system has been activated, protecting Discovery and the launch pad from acoustical energy. We have a go for main engine start. T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery, hoisting harmony to the heavens and opening new gateways for international flight. Discovery has moved the power. Roger, roll, Discovery.
Discovery's roll maneuver is complete. It's now in a head-down position on track for its flight to the International Space Station.
When it comes up. Where'd it go? It's going to come up there.
Downrange and altitude 2 statute miles. Flying at 600 miles per hour. Discovery's engines are throttling down as the orbiter passes through the area of maximum pressure on the vehicle. Now 50 seconds into the flight. Discovery 8 miles downrange from the Kennedy Space Center and altitude 6 statute miles, flying at 900 miles per hour.
Discovery Houston, go and throttle up.
Go, throttle up. The 3 engines on board are throttling back up. At liftoff, the fully fueled shuttle boosters and external tank weighed 4.5 million pounds. The total thrust at launch was 6 3,425,000 pounds. Discovery now 13 miles downrange at an altitude 13 statute miles, flying at 1,700 miles per hour. All systems continue to function well. 3 good clean engines, 3 good power generating fuel cells, and 3 good auxiliary power units for the hydraulic system. Discovery now 24 miles downrange at an altitude 23 statute miles, flying at 2,700 miles per hour. 1 minute 58 seconds into the flight, standing by for burnout and separation of the solid rocket boosters. Combined, the twin boosters provide 5.3 million pounds of thrust to propel the orbiter towards space. Booster officer here in Mission Control confirming the booster separation. Two minutes, 25 seconds into the flight. The propulsion officer here confirms that the orbital maneuvering system engines are firing, providing Discovery with an extra boost to orbit. Discovery now 58 miles downrange at an altitude 40 statute miles, flying at 3,300 miles per hour.
Discovery Houston, 2-engine Maroon.
Copy, 2-engine Maroon.
Discovery can reach Maroon in the event of a single engine failure. However, all 3 main engines are still operating well. 3 minutes, 5 seconds into the flight, Discovery at an altitude of 47 statute miles, 85 miles downrange from the Kennedy Space Center, flying at 3,800 miles per hour. All continuing to go smoothly on Discovery's climb to orbit, on track for its link up with the International Space Station Thursday morning.
Right,
3 minutes and 40 seconds into the flight, Discovery now 124 miles downrange at an altitude 57 statute miles, flying at 4,600 miles per hour.
Discovery Houston, negative return.
Copy, negative return.
Discovery is now flying too high and too fast to return to the Kennedy Space Center and the shuttle landing facility in the event of an engine failure. However, all 3 main engines still continuing to function well. Discovery at an altitude of 62 statute miles, flying 172 miles downrange from the Kennedy Space Center at 5,400 miles per hour.
Let's take you 5 minutes. Yeah.
15 seconds into the flight, Discovery can reach its planned orbit on 1 engine should 2 fail. However, all 3 still performing well.
In 1 minute, they'll jettison the big orange tank. You'll see it on the screen. That's called ECO, main engine cutoff. Then the orbiter doesn't have an engine anymore. It has 3 engines, but they're useless. There's no fuel to feed them because there's no oxygen. They're thrust into orbit and they will join the space station. They can get to the space station in about 20 minutes, but they don't. They take 1 or 2 days to settle down, to make sure all the communications are alright, to make sure the cargo is stable, and then they join the space station.
I heard that March had the same as water. Yeah, I heard that too. They'll make people come with it. I think that the people will come on. The guy is like,
The cutoff confirmed, now 8 minutes and 35 seconds into flight.
Now you'll see them jettison the big orange tank. The cameras will leave one of you.
there you go.
Now what's actually happening is the orange tank is full. And they are orbit is going to continue orbiting into space to join the space station 230 miles in space.
9 minutes into the flight, Discovery crew now in orbit.
The orange thing, not
Going about
still go up.
17,000 miles an
Pilot
hour.
George Santos. Flight is being
The orange part, not the they get it and they bring it back here.
Unfortunately, following that flight deck of Discovery.